Hey everyone, my name is Mark Skills. I'm the sales manager here at Triggertech. Today I'm here with Canadian Caliber to talk a bit more about Triggertech, who we are, about our technology, some of our products, some products that are coming out very soon that we are excited about. Then we're also going to kind of go over some quick install here on one of our products on our semi-automatic platforms. Triggertech is a Canadian company. We are located just outside Toronto in Ontario. And over the last 10 years, we've quickly become one of the leading manufacturers in triggers. All right, so I'm just going to go briefly over some of our product lines we have. We'll start with kind of our main ones that we sell. First and foremost, we're pretty well known for our bolt-action rifle triggers for the Remington 700s. Right here we have our basic kind of primary trigger. It's 1.5 pounds to 4 pounds adjustable. Great for that kind of recreational shooter, the hunter. If you shoot any kind of competitive shooting or long-range stuff, you've definitely heard of the Triggertech diamonds. This is a 4 to 32 ounce adjustable trigger. This is our 2-stage diamonds, so you have a little bit of take up before you hit the wall, and then the firearm goes off. We also sell lots of semi-automatic triggers for AR platforms. Here we have an AR-10 trigger. We make them for AR-15s, 10s, 9s, SIG MPX, SIG MCX, and the FX9 as well too. Hopefully this September will be our RPR trigger here for the Ruger Precision Rifle. We'll have 2 models of these. This is our diamond model, which gets down to 6 ounces. And then we have our special model, which gets down to 1 pound, and they are adjustable up as well. And we do have some more stuff coming out this year, which we're really excited about. We are making a Glock trigger. Yes, finally, we are super excited. It's gonna be different, some new technology in it, some new special features. There's also the note too on our semi-automatic triggers for our AR platforms. There are a lot of Canadian variants that these also do fit on as well. So all of our semi-automatic AR triggers are currently short 2-stage triggers. But later this summer, we are coming out with single-stage AR triggers, which I'm very excited about. So watch out for the product release on those ones as well. So a lot of questions we do get, which lever should I choose? Flat, curved, black, stainless, even the Pro Curve lever. So just talk quickly about that too. So we do have a flat lever here, which I really do like our flat lever. We do have a little nub at the bottom. So we call it like a little locator nub. So it's great for consistent trigger finger placement. Your finger's always at the same spot on the lever. And also, it kind of holds your finger there in this nice snug spot too. So we do have 2 kinds of curved levers. We have a traditional curved, which is kind of the regular curved lever you're used to seeing. It has some bevels and serrations on it. And we have our Pro Curve, which is unique to Triggertech. So that's something we did develop ourselves on our diamond line and our special line. It's kind of a marriage of a flat lever and a curved lever together. So you've got this curved lever with a flat face feeling on it with some more pronounced edges. So this kind of gives you a lot more user feedback. When you're pulling the trigger, if you're pulling off to one side or the other side, those pronounced edges will kind of give you some immediate feedback to make sure you're pulling that trigger finger straight back every time. So ultimately, trigger lever selection is a personal preference. There's no right or wrong answer what you can and can't do, or there's no advantage of each one. It's all what you like and what works best for you and your body. So I just want to talk about our technology. What makes Triggertech different? What are the advantages of us? What are our patents? What makes Triggertech different is that we put a free-floating roller between the trigger and the sear. So we're on rolling friction as opposed to sliding friction. So essentially our system is kind of just camming out. That free-floating roller right here on a semi-automatic trigger is right here, this little roller here. So that does what makes us different. So that allows us to engineer true zero creep in all of our triggers. We have a much longer service life because we're on rolling friction as opposed to sliding friction. We're also not susceptible to dust and contaminants as much. Anything gets caught in our engagement area, the roller kind of acts as a filter, will kind of help push out those contaminants as well. Also unique to us too is our adjustability features. We have an axle dedent system right here. So right here, if you just open your upper receiver, you can then use our supplied Allen key to adjust the pull weight on your trigger within about 1 ounce increments, very easily. Just wanted to show you where the free floating roller is here on our Remington 700s. It's right up here, and that's the patented technology that makes Triggertech unique. So we get this question a lot. Should I upgrade my trigger? Should I spend the money and buy an aftermarket trigger to replace my OEM trigger? We believe the answer is yes. The trigger is the one part of your rifle where you actually connect with your rifle. It's probably one of the most important pieces of your rifle that has to be reliable and has to be feeling great to help you improve your accuracy. So upgrade to an aftermarket trigger. It's a great idea is just have your factory trigger, try an aftermarket one, you can definitely feel the difference. So getting rid of the creep, aftermarket triggers, you always have less creep than OEM triggers do. So getting rid of that creep, it drastically improves your accuracy. Also, ours of being a much more reliable trigger, much longer service life, not being susceptible to dust and contaminants and things like that too can really improve the reliability and the overall accuracy of your rifle. What pull weight should I get? Should I get a light trigger? Should I get a heavy trigger? Questions we see a lot from our customers. Basic answer is always get a trigger with a pull weight you're comfortable with. If you're a brand new shooter, you don't need a 4-ounce trigger. If you're a top competitive shooter shooting 2 miles, you probably need a trigger in the ounces. So we do have models with different pull weight ranges. So always pick one with the pull weight range that you're comfortable at shooting at. So generally, if you're doing some sort of longer range shooting, you want a bit of a lighter pull. Doing something like that. If you're running around and doing some 3-gun, some running and gunning, or some hunting and stuff, you probably want something a bit more heavy. We have fixed pull weight ones and we have adjustable ones. So the adjustable ones generally get a bit lower than, especially on our semi-automatics. But you get a bit lower in pull weights, where our fixed ones are a different price point. So I'd like to show you how easy it is to install one of our AR-15 triggers into an AR platform. This process is the exact same for any of the other AR platforms as well. Okay, so we're gonna go over the quick installation here. Once your rifle has been proven safe and you've removed your factory trigger and safety, you can then put your Triggertech cassette in there like that. This is our own AR safety, which you don't have to take the grip off to take the safety out, which is unique to us as well. So I'm just putting the safety back in, because we need to do that to complete the installation. And we'll just tighten this up. So the trigger is in here. The safety must be in the on position, and the hammer must be cocked throughout the installation. So I'm just gonna put the trigger pins in now, just like that. 2 pins. This is crucial for the proper function and reliability and safety of your trigger. There are 2 snug down screws here in the top of the back of the housing here. You must tighten these down, again, with the safety in the on position and the hammer cocked. Just like that. All right, there we go. Now we have a properly installed Triggertech trigger. Of course, you must do your function tests that are outlined in your installation manual before you use the trigger. But as you can see, we take it off safe and the Triggertech goes. So this is how easy it is to adjust your Triggertech trigger with your supplied Allen key. You open up your upper receiver and then you'll see the adjustment feature right here. Put your key in here and it's an axial lead-in system, so you can hear it's clicking. It's not going to come loose, it's very positive, and you kind of go up and down your pull weight range within seconds.